I lived like a monk for a week. Have you ever wondered what it's like to completely step away from the chaos of daily life, no phones, no social media, no endless to-do lists, and just live in pure simplicity? Well, that's exactly what I tried for one whole week. I lived like a monk. No, I didn't move to a monastery, but I did follow monk practices, waking up early, meditating, eating mindfully, cutting out distractions, and living in silence. And let me tell you, this 1 week changed the way I look at life. So today, I'll take you through my 7-day monk experiment, what I did each day, the struggles I faced, the breakthroughs I experienced, and the surprising lessons that might just help you live a calmer, more focused life too. On the first day, I set my alarm for 4:30 in the morning. The idea was to start the day before the world woke up, just like monks do. The hardest part? Not grabbing my phone. Usually, the first thing I do is check notifications, but this time, silence. Just me, the morning air, and my breath. I spent the first 30 minutes meditating. At first, it was torture. My mind was racing. What emails am I missing? Did someone text me? How long has it been? But after a while, something shifted. I started noticing the sound of birds outside, the rhythm of my breath, even the way the light was slowly filling my room. That morning, for the first time in years, I wasn't rushing. I was just being. On the second day, I decided to add another monk practice, silence. That meant no music, no podcasts, no unnecessary talking. Only the essentials. At first, it felt awkward. We live in such a noisy world that silence feels unnatural. But by lunchtime, something strange happened. I actually started enjoying the quiet. When I ate, I tasted every bite. When I walked, I noticed the details around me, the wind, the trees, the little patterns on the ground. It made me realize how much of life we miss because we're constantly drowning in noise. Monks live with the bare minimum. So on day 3, I decided to declutter. I went through my room and put away all the unnecessary things, extra clothes, gadgets, even books I never read. I kept only what I truly needed. Living in a clean, simple space felt freeing. I didn't realize how much my environment affected my mind until I experienced the calm of simplicity. Less stuff meant fewer distractions. And fewer distractions meant more focus. One of the biggest monk values is service, doing something for others without expecting anything back. So on the 4th day, I helped my family with chores, listened to someone without interrupting, and even gave some food to a person in need. That night, I also wrote down 3 things I was grateful for. Simple things: the roof over my head, the meal I ate, the conversation I had. It sounds small, but when you live with gratitude, life feels lighter. The more I gave, the more full I felt inside. On the 5th day, I tried what monks call single-tasking. Instead of multitasking like we usually do, I focused on just one task at a time. Whether it was writing, reading, or even cleaning, I gave it my full attention. No background music. No switching tabs. Just presence. At first, my brain resisted. I kept wanting to check my phone. But once I got into the flow, my productivity skyrocketed. What normally took me 3 hours, I finished in 1. It showed me how much energy we waste by constantly dividing our attention. Day 6 was all about detachment. Monks practice non-attachment, not clinging to things, outcomes, or even emotions. So I practiced letting go. If a thought came, I let it pass. If I felt restless, I didn't fight it. If I wanted to check my phone, I simply observed the urge without giving in. It was hard. Our minds are like restless monkeys, always jumping from branch to branch. But the more I observed, the calmer I became. That day, I realized. Peace isn't about controlling life. It's about letting go of the need to control. On the last day, I spent most of my time reflecting. What had I really gained from this monk week? I wasn't enlightened, but I did feel lighter, calmer, and more focused. I realized how much noise and distraction we allow into our lives, and how powerful it can be to just slow down, live simply, and connect with the present moment. So, here are my biggest takeaways from living like a monk for a week. Silence is powerful. It teaches you to listen, not just to others, but to yourself. Simplicity brings clarity. The less you have, the lighter you feel. Focus beats multitasking. Presence is the key to productivity. Gratitude shifts your mindset. The more you give, the more you feel fulfilled. Peace comes from letting go. Not everything needs to be controlled. Would I live like a monk forever? Probably not. But for 1 week, it showed me a different way of living. And it's a way I think all of us could borrow from, even if just a little. If you're feeling overwhelmed, distracted, or stuck in life, try living like a monk for just 1 day. Who knows? It might change you too. Thanks for listening, and if you enjoyed this experiment, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. I'll see you in the next video.